Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com, and we're here today in Independence. We're right on the towpath trail at Lock 39, and we're talking today with Leah Sharkey, who's from Medical Mutual, and you are a team leader.
I'm the team captain of Team Medical Mutual's bike team.
Your bike team, and you are the leader of this group that's going to do the RideUNITED
Correct.
bike tour, and
Yep.
you did this last year, right?
I did this last
second year.
Last year was the first year, and I actually worked with the United Way on the organization of the ride to begin with. So it's a really fun ride. It's a brand new ride for Cleveland. It has a great route.
Talk about the route, because this is pretty unique. You don't often get
route.
all the way down to Akron with this kind of a ride.
Well, and not many rides start downtown Cleveland either. This ride actually starts at Cleveland State, and it takes advantage of the towpath, which actually runs continuously down to downtown Akron. So,
and it runs well beyond that, right?
It does.
All the way to the Ohio River.
It does. But this ride turns around at Akron University, and then riders have the option to stop there and take a bus back, or they can ride back.
So really, you've got a bunch of different lengths of rides that you can do with this RideUNITED bike tour. 12, 25, 43, 86, and then the big 100-mile Century.
Correct. And riders also have the option of riding on the towpath, or some of the faster riders and the riders who do 100-mile route would prefer to actually ride a road bike. And there's actually a parallel road route that they can take on the way down as well.
Now, of course, we're raising money for United Way,
correct.
Health and Human Services
Absolutely.
projects.
Yep.
And we're actually being healthy in the process,
That's
right?
That's correct, yep. My bike team is a bunch of people who ride bikes for health. And actually, we're fortunate that our company incents us to get a lot of exercise and do things for our health. So,
well, that makes perfect sense.
Yep.
It really does.
Yep.
Talk about, you said you helped organize this. Talk about what that entails, because there's a lot of work that goes into this.
Actually, the United Way contacted me. It was a full year in advance, and the year before, on the day of the ride, we actually rode the route as a sample ride just to see how it would go. And we did it at the same time of year to see how the weather was going to play out, and we tested out the route. And then we had a number of organizing meetings throughout the year where we talked about logistics and talked about experience that we knew from other organized rides and everything it takes to support riders on the route. Right.
So you've got 4 different rest stops along the way, for example, where you've got people waiting with snacks and water.
And riders on a ride of this duration need water, they need to be able to pick up food, and they also need support on the route in case they have a mechanical failure or they get injured, or we don't like to talk about that, but it happens.
It happens. When you've got hundreds of people, I understand you've already got 300 signed up for this, and the ride is not until Sunday, June 24th.
Yep. And there are a lot of fair weather riders, so I suspect that if they get good weather, they'll be a lot more
at the last minute.
That's right.
Yeah.
So.
Talk about the different places that you go through, because there's some wonderful scenery and covered bridges and.
Actually, the towpath for any bike rider it's a great place to ride, and it's a real asset for Cleveland. And this is a route that we use for our training rides a lot, because it's flat, it's off road, and we're traveling through the woods. It's beautiful scenery from here. Tonight we're going to ride as far as Peninsula. So
you're training today.
Yes, we are.
Right.
We're training today. We're going to ride 26 miles round trip to Peninsula and back from here.
And you don't run into a lot of traffic, right, on the towpath?
We don't. There's some traffic, but I mean, the route we're going, it's not horrible. And in places we'll be riding along the canal, we'll be riding right along the river. We see wildlife, we see wildflowers at this time of year. We'll pass the bald eagle nest.
Nice.
So I mean, there's all kinds of stuff to see.
And you see some of the old industry too.
Absolutely.
Integrated right in with farmland.
Absolutely.
Old farmland.
If we rode north from here, which is another route that we ride a lot, it actually gets a lot more industrial. You get into the industrial part of Cleveland, which is actually another really unique part of the trail to ride.
And of course, we're all waiting for it to get connected directly to downtown Cleveland. There's still a couple of miles left. But
since they put in the Steelyard Commons extension, it's actually a lot easier to ride than it used to be. And even from downtown, now you can come through Tremont and down into Steelyard and get to this trail without really getting into traffic. It's really pretty nice these days.
So talk about where you pick up Ride United. There's a free parking at the CSU,
At the
right?
CSU, and I forget the name of the building, but you know, they have free parking there.
There's a garage there at 21st and Chester,
There's a garage
I think.
there, yep. And it seems like last year they had coffee and stuff and restrooms so that you can get prepared before the ride. And you know, then they have a you know, big start, and you know, everybody kind of takes off. And you know, all of our team riders, they ride their own speed. It's not a race.
Right. Right.
It's really just to go out, raise money for charity, and have an enjoyable day.
Have some fun.
You know, my team has riders of all levels. We have absolute beginners, and we have, you know, we have an Ironman triathlete. So
really,
yeah,
awesome. Don't try to keep up with
kind of everything in between.
And really, for families as well, it's a very low price ride, isn't it?
It's a low price ride, and here again, being on the towpath, it's a good choice for families because a lot of it's off road, and you know, here again, it's supported. So if you need help getting back, it's there. Right.
Well, it sounds great. There's a lot of cooperation and collaboration here between United Way of Greater Cleveland, United Way of Summit County. You've got a lot of groups involved in this, and it's such a great way to see the neighborhood. Thank you for all your help, Leah, for your leadership on this, and thanks for taking time tonight to talk with us, and have a great ride.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks so much. Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. Have a great week in Cool Cleveland.